forward, number 35, Lily Sugar. And a junior guard, number 4, Izzy Blake. Your head coach of the Comets is Megan Collins. Now the starters for your Hempfield Black Knights. A junior guard, number 21, Autumn Cook. Senior guard, number 23, Bryn Axe. A sophomore guard, number 24, Sophia Ox. Senior forward, number 30, Oriana Edmond. And a junior forward, number 32, Lauren. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome everyone to the Buchanan Gym here at Hempfield High School. My name is Owen Lapp. I'm joined by Ryan French as the Hempfield Black Knights will be taking on the Penn Manor Comets tonight. A huge matchup as the Knights are undefeated in league play, sitting at 9-0. The Comets are 8-1 in league play, their only loss being earlier this year to the Knights. As the rematch begins, Moffitt wins the tip. Ball controlled by Autumn Cook. But as we start off every broadcast, we have to get French's forecast. Ryan, what are you thinking for the score tonight?
I've been off on all my forecasts so far, and I'm hoping I get this one at least close to right. I'm predicting a very, very close game tonight and a fairly low-scoring game, as opposed to what we've been seeing the Knights put up lately. I'm predicting a 47-44 win by Hempfield tonight.
47-44 Hempfield. So very close game, but of course the Knights come out with a win because why would you predict anything else? As the Knights miss 2 jumpers on their first possession. Penn Manor takes over. Penn Manor, not a prolific 3-point shooting team as the jumper falls short. Hempfield has made 10 less threes than Penn Manor, but in 4 less games.
I have to say, from the start, while on paper the teams look evenly matched, they also seem evenly matched in height. Hempfield's not going to be able to simply use their taller players to score points.
Penn Manor doing a great job in the post as they get the pass deflected. And now it's Sugar inside. Somehow keeps it in bounds, but Edmond has her trapped, and Edmond takes it away. Fires it over to Axe, and now the Knights are on the move once again. Still scoreless, 6:15 left in the first quarter. Both of these teams with very good defense as Ott is fouled. Both teams with great defense and great at forcing turnovers, specifically on defense. So we'll see which team can take better control of the ball. Cook inside, back out to Axe. Moffitt, 3 ball. No good. Put back Sophia Ott. First points of the game as Sophia Ott, who has been on a tear recently, starts off the scoring for the Knights. Good ball movement by the Comets as they take it around the horn. Inside, Shugra misses. Cook's got it. Cook on the run, across to Moffitt. Moffitt thought about the three, knocked out of bounds. That was Sydney Shepos. Or Shepos, probably Shepos. Penn Manor with a much larger student section than Hempfield. Despite this being a home game for Hempfield, it feels like a home game for Penn Manor.
Yeah, rating the crowds earlier this season, Penn Manor definitely has to have one of the best turnouts. This is one of the better turnouts, period, I've seen at one of these games so far.
We've seen close turnouts for a boys' game, but easily the largest one we've seen for a girls' game by any opposing team.
Oh yeah, I was fighting for a spot out in the lot.
Did you actually fight somebody, or just like metaphorically? Because that'd be kind of funny. As that three is off the mark, Axe with the rebound.
Couple close calls.
As Axe throws it over to Cook. 4:40 left in the first quarter. A very low-scoring affair so far. But nothing out of the ordinary. Both teams with very good defense. Ott, long two. Got it, Sophia Ott. With the only 4 points of the game as she hits that jumper. That pass fired ahead. Thought about the three. As the Comets reset. Riggs. Gets it across to Miller. Miller, Penn Manor's second leading scorer, gets inside for the layup. Morgan Miller, averaging 11.5 points per game, second for the Comets this year in scoring. As Hempfield sends in 2 subs, Ava Bear and Kira Mattis. Axe inbounds to Cook as the Knights look to extend their lead. The defense chant breaks out from the Penn Manor student section, and it works as they get the turnover. And that will be a foul as Lily Shugra was driving hard into the lane. Coach Merrifield not exactly thrilled with that call. As Penn Manor will inbound. They've got it in the corner. Miller, with Axe guarding her, tries to get it inside to Shugra. It's knocked away. And now the Knights are on the move. Cook, taking her time. Axe looks for the pass. Guarded by Shepos. Mattis. Over to Cook. The Knights have been unable to penetrate the paint yet, as you alluded to, Ryan. Penn Manor doing a great job keeping them away from the basket. As it's Shugra. Layup just rims out. Knights have the rebound. Looking to get a fast break bucket here as Mattis kicks it outside to Bear. Bear fakes the three. Cook, top of the key, 3 ball. No good. Shugra with the rebound. Penn Manor student section, a big fan of that play. 2:40 left in the first quarter. Knights still lead 4-2. Blake. Back to Miller. Miller makes a move. Looks like she wants to drive. Floater. Gets it. Morgan Miller with all 4 of Penn Manor's points. Sophia Ott with all 4 of Hempfield's points. Axe on the wing. Guarded by Riggs. Moffitt finds Mattis in the corner. Mattis Back across to Axe. The Knights will reset. Mattis looking to get inside, loses control. Shugra has it. Double teamed. Still gets the layup. Impressive finish by Lily Shugra as the Comets take a 6-4 lead. Just powering through the defense. Bear hits the jumper. It's a tie game. Ava Bear with her first points of the night. As Riggs is doubled, somehow gets rid of it, and Shugra with another layup starting to take over. She averages 18 points per game for the Comets. She already has 4 of their 8 tonight. As that pass is tipped away, Moffat's got it though. Bear inside. No foul. Wanted the call, did not get it. Shugra hands it off to Miller. Miller, that pass almost stolen by Bear. Aggressive defense by the Knights. Floater won't go. Bear with the rebound. Knights are on the run. Mattis inside. Floater won't go. It'll be Hempfield's ball. 31.3 seconds left in the first quarter. As Moffitt and Axe check out, Ott and Edmond check in. Here's the inbound. Knights having some trouble getting open as their Ava Bear finds the opening. Jumper, it's good! Ava Bear now with 4 points of her own as this game is tied at 8. "15 seconds left. Miller will let this clock wind down. But Manor wants this to be the last possession of the quarter. Riggs, back over to Miller. Miller launches a deep 3. No chance. Rebound. It does not matter whose ball it is because there are exactly 0.1 seconds left on the clock. So the inbound is kind of useless here. They're going to do it anyway, though.
That's quite the stop. 0.1 seconds left.
And the buzzer
just called
immediately.
Yeah, Ava Bear with a great first quarter in this game. 4 points tonight. Also her first game committed to Widener University to play basketball next winter. So
Great job,
congratulations, Ava. Yeah.
Actually, we could maybe expect her to have a good game tonight, kind of riding that momentum of being recently committed.
Absolutely. That's certainly some motivation to finish your high school basketball career up strong and go into college.
As we're tied 8-8. The end of the first, about to head the second quarter. And with no timeouts called in that first quarter, the Hempfield Black Knights girls varsity team has now played 5 straight quarters without a timeout taken from them or their opponent.
5.
Which I don't understand at all. Their last game that we did, because we do all the home games obviously, but their last home game that we did, they were playing Lebanon. Not a single timeout called the entire game. It was incredible. And the streak continues.
I would certainly hope to see the use of timeouts further in this game, as it already is looking like a very close game, unlike the last game against Lebanon.
The Knights dominated in that game against Lebanon as they got an easy win, 62-41. Or I'm sorry, that was Penn Manor. Both teams played Lebanon recently, so Hempfield defeated Lebanon 48-37. So comparable opponents. As Edmond saves that, and Moffitt hits the jumper. Great save by Oriana Edmond, falling out of bounds. Flipped it over to Moffitt, who hit the jumper, and the Knights take a 10-8 lead. It's Riggs now. Over to Miller. Miller sets up for three. No good. Edmond has the rebound. Ripping it away from multiple Penn Manor players who tried to take it. As that pass is stolen. It'll be jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Comets. They will take over as that turnover was forced by Izzy Cligg. Riggs inbounds to Shugra. Shugra double teamed, trying to get it to Miller. She does. Morgan Miller, Penn Manor's primary ball handler, knocked out of bounds by Axe. Riggs to inbound again. Riggs across to Miller. Three ball from Riggs. Just rims out. Penn Manor has come very close on multiple threes. As Morgan Miller does a good job jumping in front of that pass and knock it out of bounds. Hempfield keeps possession though. As Axe will inbound. .6:30 left in the second quarter. Knights looking to extend their 10-8 lead. Moffitt, corner three. No good. Shugra with the rebound. Comets on the run. Shugra inside. She'll be fouled. The Knights bench wants a travel to be called. The refs do not oblige. As Lily Shugra will shoot free throws. Shugra hits the first. Lily Shugra, the Comets' leading scorer. She also shoots by far the most free throws on the team.
And makes 72% of them as well.
She makes about 5 per game, as opposed to Morgan Miller, second on the team, making about 1 free throw per game. So quite the difference there. She goes 2 for 2 to tie this game up at 10. And the Knights look to respond. Shugra now with 6 points in the game. Ott weaves across the court. That pass is tipped. Hempfield keeps possession. Cook, guarded by Miller. Edmond, inside, back outside to Axe. Three, no good. Rebound, fought for. And a bit of a cheap move there as Penn Manor had it. The Knights fall on it a bit late, but the refs award them jump ball, and we will take it as the possession arrow now favors the Knights. Here comes the inbound from Axe. Out to Moffitt, almost stolen by Miller, and then Moffitt loses control of it, and the Comets with a great defensive play there as they will get the ball right back. It's Riggs. On the wing, 5:28 left in the second quarter. As she hits the three. Emily Riggs from downtown. As Penn Manor now leads 13-10. That pass almost stolen by Riggs. Ott inside. Now we found Sophia Ott. As Ada Bear and Kira Mattis sub back in. Penn Manor prepares to take over. Penn Manor student section even louder now that their team has the lead. Clegg, great defense by Mattis as she forces Izzy Clegg to step out of bounds. And just like that, the Knights get it right back. The excellent defense continues for both teams. as it's looking like whichever team can go on a quick scoring spree may win this game. Inside to Bear, puts up the shot, no good, Clegg with the rebound. And that'll be a foul on Hempfield. Hempfield now with 3 team fouls to Penn Manor's 2. Shepos checks back in for Penn Manor as Riggs will inbound. Clegg guarded by Mattis. Number 4 guarding number 4. As she slips and falls, wants a foul call. And Coach Merrifield trying to call a timeout for the Knights. The ref did not allow her to, as Mattis grabs that loose ball. And that'll be a foul on Penn Manor. An interesting possession there as Clegg slipped, went down. Coach Merrifield wanted a timeout, did not get it called, and then the Knights force a turnover. A lot happening there. As Mattis will control the offense. She's on the wing. In the corner to Moffitt, almost stolen by Shugra. Moffitt trapped in the corner, fires it out to Axe. Knights a little flustered there. Good defense by the Comets. 4 minutes left in the second quarter now. Mattis trying to drive. Now she's trapped in the corner. Shugra takes it. Axe is the last line of defense. Shugra Euros, floats. No good. Rebound tipped around. Riggs puts it back up. Blocked by Axe. Shugra with the putback. Great offensive rebounding there by the Comets, as they now have a 5-point lead. And we've got our first timeout of the game. It's taken by the Black Knights, which means finally we get to debut a segment. Timeout Trivia.
This has been a long one in the making. Owen, basketball known for having certainly some tall players.
Ooh.
Can you guess the tallest? They're actually tied, the 2 tallest NBA basketball players and their names.
Yao Ming? Is he on that list?
He is in fact on that list.
Okay.
Not as the tallest. There's 2 players actually tied for tallest players
I believe
of all time.
Yao Ming was 7'4", 7'5", maybe. So these people would have to be 7.5 feet tall. And I'll be honest, I thought Yao Ming was the tallest player ever, so I don't know who these people are. Wait, no. Hold on. There is an African player whose name was Bol. No, Bol is his son, actually. As that pass is stolen by Penn Manor, and they've got the ball once again. Manute Bol was incredibly tall. He has a son named Bol. I don't know why you would name your son that, but that'll be a travel on Shugra, and Hempfield will take over.
The 2 tallest NBA players, you got one, Manute Bol.
Hey, there we go.
7'7"
Jeez.
and another 7'7" player, George Murasan. Honestly, I've never heard of him before. But what I found interesting is the difference in weights. Manute Bol
weighed nothing.
Weighed in at just 200 pounds at 7'7".
A twig.
And Murasan, 315 pounds.
Yeah.
At 7'7".
Manute Bol was all arms and legs. And as is his son, Bol. I don't understand the naming. That would be like you naming your son French. But, you know, Mattis, jumper, no good.
You're right, Owen. Players on that list did include Yao Ming, players like Taco Fall, and the like. Very, very tall players.
Taco Fall's the best. That's a great trivia question for the Knights, as they have 2 of the tallest players in the Girls LL League with Oriana Edmond and Lauren Moffitt, a.k.a. the Twin Towers. As Penn Manor looks to extend their lead here, up by 5. Shugra trying to back down Edmond. Now it's Clegg trying to reset. Riggs on the wing. Shugra in the corner. Gets it inside. No good. A beautiful cut there by Sydney Shepos, but could not get the layup to go. In the corner, inside, Edmond is fouled by Shugra. Mattis to inbound. That inbound almost stolen by Riggs. Knocked away by Miller. That'll be a kickball. Hempfield maintains possession. Minute 57 left in the second quarter. Knights down 5. It would be huge to get some points on this possession. Mattis over to Ott. Ott finds Bear in the corner. Bear quickly doubled. The Comets do a great job quickly doubling the player with the ball, especially when they're in the corner. Cook, look to penetrate. Ott, corner 3. No good. Because that'll be a foul. And it will be Penn Manor's ball. Each team with 4 fouls now. Hempfield has yet to make a 3 in tonight's contest, as it looks like they'll be going with a press here, trying to force some turnovers to get back into this game. Riggs gets doubled, gets it out to Miller. Miller inside, blocked by Edmond. Axe comes away with it. A minute 20 left. Axe on the move, guarded by Shepos. Moffitt thought about the corner 3, inside to Edmond. It's knocked away by Shugra. Penn Manor doing what Hempfield normally does on the defensive end and just forcing so many turnovers. Doing a great job intercepting passes as we have a minute left now before halftime. Clegg off the screen by Shugra. Shugra pass stolen by Ott. Ott ahead to Cook. Cook back to Axe. And the Knights will reset. 40 seconds. Axe inside. Edmond. No good. As it looked like she was a bit off rhythm. Wanted to shoot immediately. Instead had to step back. And now the Comets will take their time. Literally will take their time now as they take a timeout with 23 seconds left in the second quarter. A 5-point lead for the Comets. Hempfield looking to hold them off and keep this game manageable before halftime.
Very low scoring game so far. Do you think the Knights are in danger for their second loss of the season?
I think that this is the type of game the Knights want to get into. I think they're well equipped to win a low-scoring game. If it were to become a shootout, I'd be a little concerned with our offensive firepower, but defense is Hempfield's strength for the boys and girls team. But the girls team is allowing the lowest points per game in the league, so I think that this is the kind of game they want to play. They're just going to have to rely on one of their scorers to do something late. If they can keep it close, I'd feel pretty confident that Moffitt or Ott or Edmond will hit some clutch buckets late in the game.
And as it sits, just a 5-point difference between teams. Anything is possible.
As the Comets have 5 seconds, Miller, deep 3, air ball from Sydney Shepos as time will expire. 25 points scored total in the first half. As you said, incredibly low scoring. And I did not know this until just now when Mr. Mackey said it, but it seems we'll be having a half-court contest. So get ready for that. Always entertaining when we have a half-court contest. Normally we would go to break here for halftime, but we will let you guys see this half-court competition if they're able to get people down here. It does not seem like People are lining up on the court like normal.
Penn Manor's student section, you think they'd be able to find this view to throw some shots.
That would be hilarious if a Penn Manor student section member hit a half-court shot in a Hempfield half-court shot competition. They would likely then be booed, but there we go. As here come the basketballs. I don't think it is necessarily a must for us to commentate this, so I will mute our mics, and you guys can just take in the scenes from the Buchanan Gym. Welcome back, everyone, as we're about to start the second half of this contest between the Comets and the Black Knights. A defensive struggle in the first half, as the score is only 15-10. The Knights looking to remain undefeated in league play, currently sitting at 9-0. Penn Manor 8-1, their only loss being to the Knights as that floater just misses. Great defense by Hempfield. A quick recovery as Brinax gets the steal. It's knocked away. Cook will reset. Moffitt thought about the three. Inside, Edmond. Mismatch, left-handed layup, no good. I like the setup. The Knights haven't been able to get inside very much, so I like that they're at least trying to force the issue. As it's Miller trying to drive on Axe. No chance on that shot. As they fire it ahead to Moffitt. She's got room. Wasn't quite able to control it. Just had to keep the ball in bounds. As Odd is fouled by Morgan Miller. Under 7 minutes now in the third quarter. Knights desperately in need of some offense. Inside, Edmond. No good. Gets her own rebound, and she's fouled. Again, forcing themselves to get the ball in the paint. Edmond's fouled.
These two free throws become very important.
For sure. Edmond is shooting 11 of 21 from the line. As she misses the first one. Much to the delight of the Penn Manor student section. Interesting strategy, as one of them seems to be going with a fake loud puking noise. Or maybe a dry heave. I don't know why that's the route that Penn Manor would go, but you know.
Certainly an interesting selection.
If it works, it works, which I don't know if it did because Edmond made 1 of 2. As that pass is tipped. Long 2. No good. Sugar with the rebound. It's fought for. And the possession arrow favors Hempfield, so they will take over. Sugar almost had the rebound, but was not able to come away with it. Axe will inbound. Shepos guarding Axe. She gets it over to Cook. Cook, spin move. Guarded well by Plague. Pass. Almost stolen by Penn Manor. Some dangerous passes there by Hempfield. Now it's Moffitt. Axe. 3. No good. And it will remain Hempfield's ball. As they'll rule that one went off of Emily Riggs. Surprised that Moffitt passed that one up earlier. She has a mismatch when Riggs is guarding her. And now Edmond's the one with the mismatch. They'll fire it outside to Moffitt, top of the key. Across to Ott. Inside, Edmond working on Riggs. A nice little touch shot. Not necessarily a jumper, but it gets the job done. And the lead is now 2 for the Comets, 15-13. As Edmond blocked by Ott. And they're trying to get another easy floater, and Ott denies it. Riggs to inbound. Hempfield doing a great job this half. Using their height, getting inside as Edmond has all 3 of their points this half. Riggs launches from 3. No good. Plague with the rebound. She's doubled. Gets it back outside. Miller. Looks for the pass. Riggs. Fires the 3. Disrespectful defense by Hempfield there. They just let her shoot. And she misses. Shugra tries to spin. Good defense by Moffitt. Shugra wants the foul call, will not get it. Moffitt with great defense there. Hempfield sideline yelling for rebounds. Sugra tries to drive. Split the double team, but the shot did not get up. Knocks it away from Ott, but misses the wide open putback. A fortunate turn of events there for Hempfield. They lucked out as Moffitt's pass is almost stolen. And now Penn Manor will get the turnover as Moffitt's pass was knocked down. And then we went to a jump ball. Possession arrow to the Comets. They will take over. The Knights playing good defense on Lily Shugra. She did a good job knocking the ball out of Ott's hands, but then missed the putback. That could have been an easy 2 points for the Comets. Still 15-13, 4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. As that will be a timeout for the Comets.
And I have yet another trivia question for you, Owen.
Timeout trivia. Here we go.
This game clearly is not very high scoring so far, but I would like you to guess the highest scoring NBA game of all time.
Highest scoring NBA game of all time. It probably went to overtime.
Three overtimes.
Three overtimes? Woo! I will say, am I guessing just the score or the winning team's point total? It's the highest combined scoring, probably, for two teams.
Yeah, you can guess the score. It's both very high.
I will go 165 to 160.
186 to 184.
Whoa, my word.
Pistons take the win over the Nuggets on a December 13th, 1983 matchup.
Goodness.
And interesting enough, this triple overtime game, the Pistons were led by Isaiah Thomas, who in such a high-scoring game, you think might have more points, but he scored 47. Certainly an impressive game, but in a world of
overtimes,
players with 100-point games.
Huh. A lot of people were getting involved on that game. A lot of people involved in this game, too, as Morgan Miller just hit that three to put Penn Manor back up by 5. And Morgan Miller takes the charge. And Oriana Edmond. Morgan Miller with a couple of great possessions there as she hits a 3 and then draws the foul. Maybe before the next time out, we could figure out what the high-scoring WNBA game was, considering this is the girls' game. Ironically, this game is in Craig, so that was a very well-timed trivia question.
I have to say my second choice of trivia question was a follow with the tallest WNBA player of all time.
There we go.
She was an astonishing 7 feet 2 inches, tallest WNBA player of all time. If you give me a second, I can
my
find
word.
her name.
That's the interesting thing about basketball. All the players are so tall that when they're on the court together, they don't seem that tall. But then you're with one of them separated from the rest of the team, and you realize just how tall they are. That's another 3 from Penn Manor. Sydney Shepos this time from the corner.
I can only imagine how 7 foot 2 inch Margot Didek towered over her opponents in the WNBA.
She must have been a dominant player. I can only assume. As Mattis tries to drive, Moffitt 3 ball, no good. Penn Manor will take over once again with an 8-point lead. The Knights desperately need some stops here as Penn Manor has started to hit their 3-pointers. Impressive endurance also from the Comets, as they have only had a 7-person rotation so far. Hempfield rotates about 8 or 9 per game. Another 3 for the Comets. As that time it was Emily Riggs. Her second 3 of the game. As again, this is seeming like a home game for Penn Manor, as Their student section, I would say, is roughly 15 times the size of Hempfield's, and they have an 11-point lead. Not looking great for the Knights right now. Down 11 with a quarter plus 2.5 minutes to try to mount a comeback. As Riley Peart checks into the game for Penn Manor now. Actually, Penn Manor has had a 6-person rotation. Peart being the 6th. It's not even 7. 7 would be small. They're running 6. Impressive endurance. As that will be a foul. And Kira Mattis will inbound. 2:18 left in the third quarter. Knights down 11. They have yet to hit a 3 tonight. I'm really regretting my comment at the beginning of the game that the Knights are a more prolific 3-point shooting team than the Comets, because it has really backfired, as the Comets have just been lighting it up from beyond the arc so far. Ava Bear inside! As Ava Bear gets the easy 2. The Knights looking to gain some momentum now. They're down 9. Bear with 6 points in the game so far. The Knights have had crazier comebacks than this. Last year in league playoffs, they pulled off a ridiculous comeback, coming back from down 20. So adversity is nothing new to them, but the Comets respond, moving their lead back up to 11. Axe, stuck in the corner, gets it out to Bear. Bear looks to drive, loses control of it. Fortunately for Hempfield, Bear is able to fight for that one. And the jump ball goes to Hempfield. Still down 11. The Knights need to turn it on here on offense. Madison to Axe. Axe to Cook. Floater, got it. 26-17. Minute 5 left in the third quarter. Knights down 9. Dugar jumper, got it. The Comets are hitting all of their shots here in the third quarter. Knights look to move quickly. Bear inside. No good. Ball is fought for Moffitt. It appeared Moffitt had it, and the refs ruled that she did. Knights still down 11. Never mind, the refs did not. The ball will go to Penn Manor. The Knights look to press here. They're going to need to force some turnovers if they would like to get back into this game. And Sugar steps out of bounds. The press works for the Knights. They'll get the ball right back. They're going to need a few more of those plays if they want to get back in this game, but it's a start. Mattis to inbound. 42.2 seconds left in the third quarter. Cook. Mattis. Moffitt on the wing. She's double teamed. Looks for help. Gets it to Cook. Cook. Mattis. Corner 3. No good. Moffitt with the rebound. Loses the ball once again. That's been the theme tonight, as the Knights have not hit their threes and have turned the ball over countless times. As Morgan Miller, guarded by Mattis. 5 seconds. Sugar puts up the 3. No good. Somehow Morgan Miller almost saved that and went for the reverse layup. Wouldn't get it to fall. But Penn Manor with an 11-point lead going into the fourth quarter. The Knights need some magic here to try to come back in the final quarter. As the Knights will start the fourth quarter with the ball. Looking to build some momentum. Offense needs to get into a rhythm. Mattis fakes the pass, gets inside. Trying to draw a foul, does not get it. But the ball goes off of a comment, so Hempfield will keep the ball. Mattis looks for the pass. Outside to Cook. Cook looking to drive, gets it outside. Mattis, corner three. Just rims out. And that's Shepos with the rebound. Penn Manor filling the paint right now, trying to stop Hempfield from getting inside, and they're doing it successfully, forcing Hempfield to take outside shots, and Hempfield has just not hit them tonight. Shepos off to Clegg. Sugar to Riggs. Riggs looks to drive. Now it's Shepos. A lot of driving and kicking right now for the Comets, as they're in no rush, just trying to keep the ball and not turn it over. Clegg was not ready for that pass, almost lost it. As the Knights need to force a turnover here. The Comets just wasting time. Cutting back and forth across the court. Axe almost forces Miller out of bounds. Fires it back across. Riggs inside. That's a nice layup from Sidney Shepos. It's now 30-17. Mattis. As we have a questionable foul call. Interesting decision there by the refs. But the Knights will take it as Axe will inbound. Fires it out to Cook. A nice snag by Autumn Cook. Went up and got that one. Ott, inside, floater, gets it to go. Sophia Ott now with 6 points of her own tonight as the Knights cut the deficit back to 11. As Ott is fouled, no call. Inside Riggs, Cook knocks it away, jumper, Clegg, no good. Sugar, put back. That's a terrible miss there by the refs. Sophia Ott got knocked to the floor, no call. Very unfortunate. As the Knights take a timeout. Keep an eye on Kira Mattis throughout the rest of the game. She seems to have injured her knee. Something to check on as the game goes on. The Knights are in a really bad spot here. Down 13 with just 6 minutes to go. Nothing has really gone right tonight, as there have been so many turnovers. The Comets went on that scoring spree we were talking about. They hit 3 threes in a row to jump out to a big lead, and now the Knights are working from behind.
That's about what it's going to have to take for the Knights to bring themselves back in this game, it seems.
Start launching some threes. They have not made a 3 yet tonight, as Axe with the pull-up jumper, no good. And it's out off of Hempfield, and it's Penn Manor's ball. Offensive rebounding, also been a bit of a struggle for the Knights. As Edmund checks in for Ott. So maybe they will not be going with the launching three-pointers, as Edmund is more of a presence in the paint than an outside shooter, as they've got Clegg trapped. Good press defense by the Knights. Miller now with the ball, as Penn Manor does a good job working out of it. 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. Miller kicks, Clegg, jumper, got it. Penn Manor just pouring it on, continuing to hit shots. As Cook kicks it out to Bear. Bear, back to Cook. Pass goes to Axe's feet. The Knights are down by 15. Edmund is fouled. Penn Manor's 5th foul. That's positive for the Knights. If Penn Manor gets to 7 fouls, Hempfield is in the bonus, so they will get to automatically shoot free throws. But they are 2 fouls away from that. Bear thought about the jumper. Axe, 3. No good. Edmund fighting for the rebound. There were 3 Penn Manor players there. Under 5 minutes now. As hope is dwindling for the Knights, the Comets, once again in no rush. The Knights desperate to wreak havoc here. Coach Merrifield very frustrated with the refs right now. Riggs to inbound. They hand it off to Riggs. Inside. Shoots. No good. But gets her own rebound. Blocked by Edmund. Bears got the rebound. 4:30 left. Knights on the move. Bear gets stuck. Kicks it back out to Axe. Cook lines up a 3. No good. Penn Manor will take over once again. 3-point shooting has been the Knights' kryptonite, as they still have not hit a 3 yet. Here's the inbound as the Knights will press. Good ball movement by the Comets as Riggs. And that'll be a reaching foul on Bear. That is Ava Bear's 4th foul. If the Knights are going to mount a comeback, it needs to start right now. Only 4 minutes left in this game. They're down 15. As the Knights ramp up their press, getting even more aggressive. As Moffitt wanted to go in for the steal there, was called for the foul. Bit of a ticky-tack call, if I say so myself, but to be expected the way the refs have been calling this game so far. It has been both ways. Riggs gets it in. And that's yet another foul. This time it's on Autumn Cook, her first of the game. As now the teams are even at 5 fouls apiece.
The Knights have gone from just 1 foul to 5 in a matter of minutes here.
I think they're okay with that. They're going to play aggressive defense, and if they commit some fouls, that's worth it.
Absolutely.
They would rather have the clock stopped and the Comets shooting free throws than the Comets doing what they've been doing, which is just running the clock down. Miller, 3, no good. Axe has the rebound. The Knights need to start scoring now. Mattis out to Moffitt. Moffitt, the Knights' leading scorer on the season with just 2 points tonight. Inside, Edmond gets the layup. The Knights are now down 13. Oriana Edmond with her 5th point of the game. Miller kicks. 3 ball. No good. Mattis rips it away. But unfortunately, the refs will rule that a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Comets. They maintain possession. Student section wanted a foul to be called on Edmond, trying to block Shepos' 3. 3 minutes left now. The Knights are still down 13. As they'll get the ball back. 3 minutes to make up 13 points. Mattis trying to get inside, loses the ball, and Penn Manor will take over. I know we've been saying it for the last quarter, but just so many turnovers. A very sloppy game by Hempfield tonight. Sydney Shepos. Doubled. Axe takes it away. Somehow. Wow. Axe did a good job getting in there to take that ball away, but then somehow Morgan Miller ended up with it, and Penn Manor called a timeout before any more damage could be done. 2:41 left in the 4th quarter.
When I shared the highest scoring game, now let's talk about the lowest scoring game. The lowest scoring game in WNBA history. What do you think?
A very relevant topic tonight. The lowest scoring game in WNBA history. I'm gonna say it was 48-40.
Very close, 46-37.
Yes.
That's a win in my book.
I'll take that.
And what I think is very interesting, both teams scored 0 points in the 3rd and 4th quarter.
It was a first half only game.
It was a first half only
I guess
game.
that explains a lot. As the Knights have Clegg trapped, they get it to Shugra, and that's another foul on the Knights. Riggs will inbound. The Knights' chances of winning this game quickly dwindling. Riggs, over to Clegg. Penn Manor not even really looking for a basket right now, just trying to run this clock out. As Shepos just runs right past the basket. No concern for points right now. Riggs inside. Shugra gets the layup. Worst case scenario for Hempfield there as Penn Manor ran off a bunch of time and scored. A 15-point lead now for the Comets. 36-21. This is where you start launching threes. As Mattis hits the 3. Timeout Hempfield. We have been doing random onomatopoeia or random phrases shouted.
So far in the game, but I've honestly forgot what.
It's not even worth it at this point. I don't have the excitement this late in the game when the Knights are down, so we'll just save our exclamation for the next game, which will be the boys playing on Friday. A bit of a promo there to come right back to the Hempfield Live Events YouTube channel, 7:30 on Friday for the boys game. Hopefully they'll hit a couple of threes so we can use the new catchphrase, as we have a different one every game, just to keep you guys on your toes. The Knights are down 12. I wouldn't say that a comeback here would be impossible, but I would say that it is not probable.
It would certainly take some threes and a few quick turnovers to string together a Hempfield win.
They would need to hit 4 threes in a row, along with Penn Manor going on a scoreless drought. If I were the Knights right now, I might just start fouling here. Just to get the clock stopped, Penn Manor shoots 63% from the free throw line as a team. You're just going to have to hope they miss a few and then go from there. As they'll fire this one ahead, Miller got behind the defense. And not exactly the way Hempfield wanted to come out of that timeout. Some easy points there for Penn Manor as Mattis loses the ball. 1:30 left in this game. The Knights are down by 14. There's the foul. As that is Hempfield's 7th. And now Morgan Miller will go to the free throw line. Miller, a senior, 17 for 28 from the free throw line so far this year. As she misses, that's exactly what Hempfield needed. 1:20 now. Down 14, definitely need to start launching threes. Ott in the corner. No good. Bear with the rebound. And that'll be a travel as Cook's 3 is wide anyway. You can tell the Knights are going for threes now as Bear got the rebound. Could have had an easy putback. Took it back outside the arc. Riggs gets into play. Cook will foul. Now the Comets are in the bonus. The Knights can just foul at will because once you're in the bonus, who cares? As Edmond and Mattis sub out. Clegg at the line. As she misses her free throw also. The Knights getting fortunate here as they get an easy 2 from Sophia Ott. And Coach Merrifield will take a timeout. Down 12 with a minute left. Great ball movement there. If only we could have had that about a half hour ago.
It was one of the better looking plays of the game from Hempfield.
Moffitt didn't.
Might be a bit too late.
Yeah. Moffitt didn't even touch the ground. Just caught the pass midair, fired it over to Ott, who got the easy layup. Sophia Ott, Hempfield's leading scorer tonight with 8 points. Penn Manor with 2 players with a higher total. Miller with 9 and Trugra with 14. The Knights need a bit of a miracle here if they want to win this game. One minute left in this defensive battle. Penn Manor 38, Hempfield 26 as 1 second goes off the clock. Hempfield fouls. Penn Manor's been missing their free throws. Hempfield's going to have a shot if that trend continues. As they are putting in all of their shooters now. Madison Edmonds sub out. Ott and Bear sub in. As the junior, Izzy Clegg hits her first free throw. Clegg is shooting just 3 of 8 from the free throw line coming into this game. As she goes 2 for 2. Clutch free throws there. They get it ahead to Ott. She'll go with the reverse layup. Sophia Ott, nice move. And another foul. Clegg did just hit those 2 free throws, but she is the one you want to foul, as she has not shot many free throws this year, shooting about 50% on the season. The Knights are down 12. Unfortunately, that is on Cook's 4th foul. She and Ava Bear both with 4. here comes another free throw attempt. It's another one. Made even more impressive based on the fact that she has cotton in her nose while shooting these free throws after that fall she took earlier. Still hitting free throws as Bear will drive. Wanted the foul, doesn't get it. And the Knights will foul once again. Down 14, only 40 seconds left. It's not looking good for the Knights right now. As Sydney Shepos will go to the line. Trying to put this game away. Hits the first. The shooting tonight has been incredible from the Comets, as they have hit everything here in the second half, pulling away from Hempfield. Two for two. A 16-point lead now, 44-28. The Knights ready to launch some threes. Bears shot, no good. As Shugra with the rebound. 25 seconds. Comets will run this clock down. The Knights will not foul. And now they're throwing it around. I don't know why. 10 seconds. And now they'll run the clock down. 3, 2, 1. And there's the buzzer. The Penn Manor Comets come into Hempfield's building. They end Hempfield's undefeated run in league play as the Comets basically took over the Buchanan Gym tonight, not only on the court but off the court, as their student section was loud, great support, they traveled well, and the team backed it up with a 16-point win. 44-28 is the final score.
A very, very impressive showing by the Comets this evening.
Unfortunately for the Knights, their leading scorer, Lauren Moffett, with only 2 points tonight. It was a 5-point game at half, 15-10. And then the Comets went on a scoring spree. They put up 29 in the second half, outscoring the Knights total for the entire game. A tough loss for the Knights as they take their third loss of the season. Unfortunately, they will fall, for their second loss of the season, they will fall to 12-2, 9-1 in the league. And the Comets will improve to 11-7, 9-1 also in the league. So it remains to be seen who will take the lead in the section, as both teams are 9-1. Each team has beaten each other once and lost to each other once. I do not know what the tiebreaker is. Check the standings online tomorrow to find out who has that tiebreaker. One team will be in first, one team will be in second.
Certainly some intricacies taken into account for that ranking.
If it is the overall record that's the tiebreaker, we've also got an interesting case because the Knights are 12-2. They've only played 14 games. The Comets have played 18. I don't know how the scheduling of that has worked out. The Comets have played 4 more games, but they have more losses, technically just because they played more games, the Comets do. So it'll be interesting to see the way that shakes out. But the season is not over, as the Knights still have a chance to regroup. They will play 4 more games after this, 3 of them away. And then the last game will be at home. I'm sorry, 5 games. They do have a Keystone Cup game. Also, failed to take that one into account. 4 regular league games. All of those will be away, except for the 5th one, where the girls will play McCaskey at home to finish off the season on February 8th. So be sure to tune in for that. Also, be here Friday as the boys will look to improve their record as they are also having a strong season. I'm Owen Lapp.
I'm
Been
Ryan
here.
French.
Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you Friday.